Outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, Harry, Ron and Hermione met nearly headless Nick, who invited them to his Deathday party. Harry must find his way to the dungeon, following nearly headless Nick.
Hello everyone, you're very welcome back to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PlayStation. And in today's part, we are going to attend the death day of nearly headless Nick. Before we get this part underway, I would like to bring everyone's attention to my good friend Luke R44. He's hosting a medieval speedrunning tournament, and in the description of this video you can find out more information about the tournament. He will, as I said, it's a medieval tournament, and you'll mainly it's mainly the PlayStation 1 games, but remastered game is also included in that included as part of one of the games, and the PSP version is also included in one of the games too. So yeah, I recommend that. I'll be in it, and I'm sure other people into, like Emily Dixon, Marcus Terry Bedford too. So stay tuned for that. I'll try and post a video of this on the channel. I'll be promoting it more and more throughout this Let's Play too. Now we shall now go talk to nearly headless Nick.
Ah, there you are, Harry. Hermione and Ron are already at my Death Day party. Come on, Harry, you don't want to be late. Yes, I'll see you in the dungeons. Be quick. You don't want to miss the celebrations.
Now normally I would go this way, but for a change I'm actually going to go this way. And of course this awesome piece of music is now playing now, which we'll hear for the rest of the game. Now it's interesting, actually, in the book, actually, Harry is not very keen on going to nearly headless Nick's death day party. It is actually Hermione who actually says a promise is a promise. So he actually misses the Halloween party in order to attend his death day.
Come on, Harry, you don't want to be late.
In order to make it to nearly headless Nick's death day party, but he's not very keen on it. You know, Harry really, but he ends up going, like, you know. So this is actually a good throwback to the book, actually.
At my party, there's maggoty haggis, fairy green cheese, and a tombstone cake. Delicious, eh? This way, Harry.
Tombstone cake, how very appropriate. Oh, and here's Colin Creevy.
Wasn't that nearly headless Nick, the Gryffindor house ghost? Yes, Colin, it was. It's brilliant here, isn't it?
And there's Colin Creevy, and that is the last time that we will see Colin in the game, and stay tuned to find out why. So yeah, as I said, like, you know, Harry was not very keen to attend nearly headless Nick's death day party. You know, of course it was Hermione who had to kind of remind him of promises. A promise. Now, a wee speedrunning strat here is that you can actually jump down off this ledge here to avoid the dialogue. But we want to hear it because it's a Let's Play.
This way, Harry.
Natural dialogue there. This way, Harry. He tends to say that a lot, actually. I've noticed the same dialogue over and over again. Now, yeah, it's interesting because we don't. A lot of these areas that we're walking through now, we walk through them at the start of the game, but we don't actually walk through them at all. Really, apart from the start of the game and this part here.
I have a special Death Day speech prepared. This way, Harry.
Excellent, yeah. And, like, you know, compare the difference between also this and the book in the film, for example. Like, the Death Day leads up to, you know, the first writing on the wall, where in the film, you know, it's Harry's in Gildroy Lockhart's office, and he's coming from there, and he meets Harry and Hermione in the Harry meets Ron and Hermione in the corridor. So and that's where they find the first bit, the writing on the wall, the Chamber of Secrets has to be opened, and enemies of the air everywhere.
I really do think that this will be a death day to remember. This way, Harry.
Sure, how many death days have the boy who lived? Now, we are going to go into the dungeons now, which I really like. I think it's a lot nicer, the dungeons, compared to the last game. I must prefer this one. I love that image, by the way. I think it's really, really good. I think it's really, really nice.
It's Potty Wee Potter. He can't get across. Oh, what a baby. He's all at a loss.
I said that was definitely Peeves. Definitely. This way to the 500 Death Day party of Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington. So yeah, this music is back in. I really like the music for this, by the way. The night suddenly comes to life, nothing like a night. Trying to block our way. Now over here you see is the potions class, which you unfortunately cannot get into. Bit of a difference there from the first dungeons and from the last game. Basically, like, you know, instead, this is normally we'd have to just go into class from the first door. There we go. So yeah, we have to basically go into each room to pull levers in order to get across to the Deathday party. And there's actually an interesting fact that it's one of the few times I'm actually playing with the advanced knockback jinx actually. Usually I play with normal Flipendo. So that's an interesting fact for you. And you can tell it's the Slytherin dungeon. Look at that. Green. Of course, you know, Slytherin's colour is green. This piece up here. Where are you? There he is.
Dungeon is a nasty place, but you'll fit in with that ugly face. Can't find your pals, Potty. Don't cry.
Ah, Peeves. What a joker, eh? What a joker. So yeah, this should be the first room now. No, actually, sorry. Yeah, but I'll stay here, sure, why not? We have to get rid of these slugs now. Oh, damn it, got a bit hit. So yeah, like, I think this dungeons is a lot. It feels more like a dungeon in this one because, you know, it's quite, you know, dark looking, quite spooky, as well. And I'll show you. There's a window coming up here now in a second, which I'll show you. Once I kill the slug. So you look up there, like, you know, I think that might be the window you see in the loading screen of the first game actually. One of the loading images. So you can tell, like, you know, the dungeons isn't like, you know, in the way lower ground of Hogwarts Castle.
Find your pals, Potty. Don't cry. Poor old Potty can't find his way to the party.
So yeah, there's Peeves again. So yeah, we're now going to go into this storeroom here and release the lever. And we need to pull 2 of these to get, you know, across. So there's the first one coming up now. Now, to my knowledge, there is no speedrunning strat actually for this. That would be handy if it did. There was a speedrunning strat for this area, because we could save a lot of time. Like, you know, it would be very helpful. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So yeah, as I said, like, you know, yeah, like that window there, you can just tell it's the dungeons by that, just by that window, you know. Like, it feels more kind of like, you know, the light shining in, you know. It needs a bit of light. The dungeons, you know, it's quite a dark area of the castle, like very low in the ground, in the castle of Hogwarts. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day as well. Actually, I had a bit of retail therapy today. I actually bought some runners because, like, shops kind of were closed for a while, but now they're back open. So yeah, I bought some runners. Bought black pair runners actually. I don't normally get black runners, but I actually quite like these runners actually. That I got, like one of those runners that kind of just grew on you. Like, I've been kind of seeing them around the place, like on websites. So yeah, like, you know, I've saw on Sports Direct a few places, so I thought, why not? I do it. So I had a voucher from Christmas I finally got to use. Oh, sorry. Went there, I thought, like, where's the square button to open the door? Why is it not showing up for me? So yeah. So now we're going to go retrace our steps. And over we go. Yeah, there we go. And we shall now go across near Headless Nick's Deathday party. So yeah, jump, don't fall in. And then we're gonna go this side over here because I want to get the potion, even though just to be on the safe side. And also, it doesn't take too much time, you know, to get full health. You'll see what I'm doing in a few minutes. See, I got the beans over here. See. So yeah, you can still kind of get 500 beans, like, you know, you can wait. You don't want to, like, do it straight away. So there we go. We're going across now, and Deathday party room. Now, I'd love to know why they're in the dungeons, actually. Why aren't they in Gryffindor Upper Castle area?
Blimey, Harry, where have you been? We've been waiting ages for you. Let's go, Harry.
Yeah, that's what first off, why did they not wait for me? That's the thing. Why did they not wait for me? You know what I mean? Then they would have to wait for ages. They could have just waited for me outside the common room. It's only dueling. So this is the Deathday party here. There's Nick. There's all links. Sir Patrick Delaney is in there too. few others as well. Peeves is around somewhere. Few other ghosts too. Look at Ron, you know, with a nice parcel. You know, he's more alive looking.
So glad you couldn't make it, Harry. May I recommend the mouldy bread and the stinking salmon? Watch out for Peeves, Harry. He's in one of his mischievous moods. Feel free to mingle, Harry. Ron and Hermione are around here somewhere.
Happy Death Day, Nick. I think Ron has a present for you. I'll go and tell him to bring it over.
Yeah, good man, Harry. Do that. Right, and Harry goes over. And look at that now. It has been swiped off. Ron. Peeves has swiped the gift from him. And there we go. And he takes a shot. Oh, right in the head, Harry. Come on, Harry. Now we gotta show him Peeves who's boss.
Peeves, dive down behind the table, Harry. Use your knockback jinx to get the prison back.
There we go. And with this upgrade for Nintendo, it will be quicker. There we go. There we go. You know, so it's like the kind of battle like we have with Peeves with the first game. You know, instead of having to get our visibility cloak back, we have to get Ron's present back. Yeah, it's a straightforward enough battle. Peeves have to try. You have to just be careful. So you have to. He can be quite quick as well when going down. So you have to be kind of very precise with hitting him. And just know when to aim, when not to aim. So it's very, but it's actually quite straightforward, boss. See, there we go. So he starts throwing cake at you and jelly and other treats at you. So yeah, just gotta be careful. And I think he can, as I said, he can like be quick too with his movement. So yeah, there we go. See, he still got a shot off. I should not have let that hit me, but I did. So there we go. So the hit can be quite hard too, so wanna be careful. There we go. There we go. Almost there. Oh damn it! Careful. I hate those. I hate those ones. They've been quite tricky. And we should be there soon. There we go. We've done it. We've beaten Peeves. Now gives back our present, Peeves.
Peeves, give Ron back his present.
Yeah, exactly. You poltergeist. Oh, Ron. And off goes Peeves. You okay, Ron?
Let me dare you.
To the Great Hall, guys. To have a great hall. Right. Once again, it's another story time. To find out where is that voice coming from. No, and now we shall hear the story.
The voice was growing fainter, and Harry was sure it was moving away, moving upwards. He began to run, his stomach lurching. Something was shining on the wall ahead. Harry approached slowly, squinting through the darkness. Mrs. Norris, Filch's cat, was hanging by her tail from a torch bracket. She was as stiff as a board, her eyes wide and staring. Foot-high words had been daubed on the wall above the petrified cat. Harry shuddered as he read them.
The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware.
Before Harry could leave, several people appeared in the corridor. When Filch saw Mrs. Norris, he screeched accusingly at Harry.
You've murdered my cat. You've killed her.
And then Draco Malfoy shouted out to everyone gathered.
Enemies of the air, beware. You'll be next, mudbloods.
Professor Dumbledore calmed everyone down and sent them all to bed. Ron reckoned that he had an idea who the heir of Slytherin was, and both he and Harry went to meet Hermione in the library.
Once again, if you played the PS2 version, you'll recognize, you know, all those areas. You recognize the library, you recognize this hidden area that Harry was running through there, where all the characters were gathered to find Mrs. Norris. So yeah, let's see what Ron's idea is.
I'm sure that Draco Malfoy is the heir of Slytherin.
I think you might be right. And if he is, I know a way we can prove it. Polyjuice potion.
Polly what?
Polyjuice potion can transform a person into someone else, even a Slytherin. We could trick Malfoy into admitting he's the heir. To make the Polyjuice potion, we'll need several ingredients. lacewing flies, leeches, fluxweed, knotgrass, horn of bicorn, and shredded boomslang.
Okay, I'll get the knotgrass and flaxweed. Harry, you can get the leeches, lacewing flies, and shredded boomslang.
And I'll get the horn of bicorn. You two had better get to potions, class. When I find a place to prepare the polyjuice potion, I'll send Hedwig.
Why are you going to potions, Hermione? Explain that to us. So yeah, I don't understand, by the way, with the dungeons, like, why there was a party in the dungeons? Why couldn't they get an area near the Gryffindor Tower? And that's something I'd like to know. Personally, that's the thing. You know, Gryffindor and Slytherin know that rivalry, so it was a strange choice thinking about it. Let's hear Professor Snape.
Silence! Mixing potions is a very precise science. I suggest that Potter, Weasley, and Longbottom listen carefully to my every word. This year, like last year, I won't allow any disobedience. Pay attention, Potter. You are going to remind us how to mix a Wiggenweld potion. If you remember, you must first activate the cauldron. With this done, you must then press the 3 symbols indicated until the cauldron fills.
Yeah, so this is pretty straightforward, just like the last time. Just have to press whatever symbols come up. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, to remind the class how to make the Wiggenweld potion. Oh, same symbols again. So we almost done. There we go. Done in no time. And that's potions.
Good enough. Only a fool would expect better of you. Now remember, when the cauldron is full, you can activate it to gain the Wiggenweld potion. Class dismissed.
Ron and Neville can't get out of there quick enough. They're just like, let's go. He's made the potion. Go. Run for it. Maybe he won't notice if we run. Right. And we're on to the next part of the game. We have to get the ingredients.
Hello there. I wonder if you boys could do me a favour.
Of course, Hagrid.
It's nearly Halloween and my pumpkin patch has been overrun with gnomes. Can you help me to get rid of them?
I'll help Hagrid, but I think Ron has some things he needs to do. I do? Like getting some knotgrass and fluxweed? Oh yeah, just make sure that you don't forget the boomslang skin, lacewings and leeches.
Leeches? Ah, nasty creatures. But if you're after some boomslang skin, I've got some in my hut. Need this stuff for homework, do you?
Yes, that's right. Homework for potions.
All right then, Harry. I'll make a deal with you. Get rid of them gnomes in my pumpkin patch, and I'll give you some boomslang skin.
Okay, Hagrid, it's a deal.
There we go. Anything for you, PS1 Hagrid. So yeah, we're doing the second Gnoming challenge of the game, which is one of the hardest challenges in the game to get the famous Witches and Wizards card in. So yeah, it's very, very difficult.
Let's see if you can get these blasted gnomes out of my pumpkin patch. Do well enough, and I'll give you some boomslang skin. To fling the gnomes, press the square button, which will help you build up speed. The faster you press... When you reach the fence, press the triangle button when you're ready to chuck the little pest out of my pumpkin patch. Try and throw the gnome.
So there you go, there's all the targets. Now I'm actually going to do this in the next part. I'm going to leave it for the next part. So yeah, hopefully we shall be able to help Hagrid. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and so see you soon. Goodbye.